Hey y'all, welcome back to Cotton River Farm. It has officially been 1 year since we built this coop during the filming process last April 2024. I wanted to give you a quick update about how it's held up, the crazy weather it's endured this year, and just how minimal of cleaning we've had to do. Spoiler alert, I haven't cleaned the coop in over a year. Some of the common questions that I get: can it really keep my flock safe from predators? And how durable is the Hoop Coop in a storm? I moved our spring chicks out to the Hoop Coop as soon as possible. I like to raise my poultry on fresh grass as soon as I can. It's healthier for them and way less work for me. So this coop behind me is a 3-panel coop. It is housed between 13 to 17 chickens depending on the time of year. Currently, this 3-panel coop holds 13 laying hens and our sweet rooster Sebastian. Throughout the year, we have faced our fair share of storms. Last fall, Hurricane Helene moved through our area and flooded about 12 of our 40 acres here. I made no modifications to the coop at all, and we had zero damage. Our entire flock was safe during the storm. It's only April, and in the past 2 weeks, we've had 2 tornadoes touch down within a mile of our area, and our coop has held up just fine. We also had a customer message us. She bought our blueprints and built a hoop coop. She lives on the coast that was in the direct path of Hurricane Milton. She let us know that her flock was safe and her coop was not damaged. The only thing she did need to replace was the tarp after the storm. Here in Georgia, we don't see snow very often. We generally get pretty low temperatures and maybe some ice storms, but this January we had 2 snowstorms within a week of each other. We got a pretty significant amount of snow and the Hoop Coop handled it quite well. The curved frame helps that snow kind of shed off the sides. And then when it did get really heavy, I brought a broom out and dusted off, but honestly, I probably didn't even need to do that. I did not add heat at all throughout the entire winter. Despite the freezing cold and the 2 snowstorms, our birds were completely fine in the coop with no heat at all. I did add the winterization panel to one end of the coop, but overall, super easy. And one of the most common questions that I get is it safe for predators? So our typical predators are coyote, fox, hawk, owl, bobcat, occasional cougar, dogs, and raccoon. We do not have bear, mink, or weasels here. We have never had a predator get into our coop. Our DIY predator apron really does help keep the flock safe. Another common question that I get is how often do we move the coop? And the annoying thing is that there's no cut and dry answer for this. It truly does depend on the time of year, how many chickens are inside, and also whether you're free ranging or not. So in the summertime when we are free ranging more often, I can usually go like 5, 6, 7 days without moving the coop. In the wintertime, when they're spending more time in the coop, sometimes I move it like every day, every other day. I would say it's very rare that I have to actually move it every day. Another option is if you're in an area where there's not a lot of grass or maybe a lot of snow in the wintertime, consider leaving it stationary just during winter if there's not a lot for them to forage on anyway. You can use things like chopped alfalfa, which is relatively inexpensive. The chickens love to scratch in it, they love to eat it, and whatever's left over, you can actually use to compost at the end of the season, and then just start moving your tractor like you would normally. I haven't cleaned this coop in 365 days. One of the things I love the most is how natural this system feels. It's healthier for the chickens, it gives them enrichment and healthier eggs, and it also works with the land rather than against it. Pastured poultry really is an easier method to keep chickens, and it's something that we're very passionate about, making homesteading and chicken keeping easier. There's some pretty powerful benefits for keeping chickens on fresh grass, but it's also great for the soil as well. If you've been thinking about switching to pastured poultry or getting started, now is the time. We've helped thousands of chicken keepers switch to this low maintenance system. I've written a new ebook all about pastured poultry made simple. It's a great beginner's guide to if you're curious about pastured poultry, wondering if this setup will work for you, or if you've got a stationary coop and you're wanting to transition to this method. It really is a great resource. Of course, we also have our blueprints available, which include 2 sizes of coop, materials list, cut sheet, cut template, and our wheel system and DIY rollout nesting box. This coop has been amazing for our family. I love that I can make chicken keeping easier while also working with the land rather than against it. And don't forget to subscribe for more easy homesteading and chicken keeping tips.